Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield recently opened up about what it has been like to follow in the footsteps of NFL legend Tom Brady and how he has approached taking over as the team's leader. During an appearance on the Casa De Klub podcast, Mayfield shed light on the differences in team culture between his own leadership style and that of Brady, particularly highlighting the intense environment Brady left behind. Mayfield, who has revitalized the Buccaneers since Brady's retirement, mentioned that the team's atmosphere under Brady was highly charged and sometimes stressful. The building was a little bit different with Tom in there. Obviously, playing wise, Tom is different. He had everybody dialed in, high-strung environment, so I think everybody was pretty stressed out, Mayfield said. Brady's meticulous approach and demand for perfection were clear, but according to Mayfield, this could sometimes lead to tension within the team. One striking anecdote Mayfield shared involved Brady's rumored dissatisfaction with play calling during his time with the Buccaneers. You hear some of the stories about if he didn't like a certain play call and he didn't like it throughout the week, and they still call it in the game. There might have been a throwaway on purpose or throwing it at the running back or receiver's feet, Mayfield explained. Though these stories remain speculative, Mayfield's comments suggest that Brady's approach included psychological mind games, where his influence could sometimes lead to strategic but subtle disruptions on the field. Since Brady's departure, Mayfield has embraced the challenge of leading the team, but he has done so on his own terms. The Buccaneers coaching staff and front office have been fully supportive of Mayfield's unique approach. Front office guys and coach bowls were all saying, "Just be yourself. That's all we want you to be," Mayfield shared. This supportive environment has allowed Mayfield to implement his leadership style, which is notably different from the intensity Brady brought to the team. Brady's final season in 2022 was marked by speculation, as he struggled at times to replicate the magic of his earlier years. While it's not confirmed whether Brady intentionally threw passes away due to dissatisfaction with certain play calls, there were visible moments of frustration from the veteran quarterback, especially toward the end of his career. The Buccaneers' offense at times seemed out of sync, leading to growing speculation that Brady's frustrations with play calling may have played a role. Now that Brady has transitioned into his next phase as a broadcaster, it remains to be seen if he will respond to Mayfield's candid remarks about the environment he left behind. Regardless, Mayfield has managed to step out of the shadow of the seven-time Super Bowl champion and lead the Buccaneers in a new direction. Since taking over as the starting quarterback, Mayfield has helped rejuvenate the Buccaneers, who many feared would lose relevance after Brady's departure. But the team, under Mayfield's leadership, has continued to thrive, proving that they are still contenders in the NFC. In 2023, Mayfield's first season with Tampa Bay, he guided the team to the playoffs and orchestrated a memorable upset over the defending NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles in the wild card round. That victory marked the Buccaneers' sixth playoff win in the past 4 seasons, making them one of the most consistent teams in the league, with only the Kansas City Chiefs boasting more postseason victories over the same period. Mayfield's rise to success in Tampa Bay comes after a rocky start to his NFL career, where he bounced around between several teams following his 2018 debut with the Cleveland Browns. However, after joining the Buccaneers in 2023 on a bargain deal, Mayfield proved his doubters wrong by delivering his best season yet, throwing for 4,044 passing yards and 28 touchdowns. His ability to lead with a more relaxed and authentic style has won over his teammates, with many commenting on his down-to-earth approach and relatability, which contrasts with the distance that often came with Brady's immense celebrity status. Mayfield's camaraderie with his teammates has been evident off the field as well. Unlike Brady, who had to keep a low profile due to his high public visibility, Mayfield is often seen spending time with his teammates outside of practice, building a stronger bond and fostering a more relaxed atmosphere. Despite the pressures of following a legend like Brady, Mayfield has always acknowledged Brady's greatness while staying true to himself. When Mayfield first signed with Tampa Bay, he spoke openly about the challenges of filling Brady's shoes. "He's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, and he deserves that recognition. I'm going to be myself," and Tom was himself, Mayfield said during an interview on NFL Now. "I respect everything he did, and obviously people around here have worked with him, so I'm going to try and pick their brain about how he did it, how he operated, and certain things that were the difference makers and who he is." 1 year later, Mayfield has delivered on his promise to be himself while leading the Buccaneers to success. His performance early in the 2024 season has been impressive, ranking among the league's top quarterbacks. Through the first 2 weeks, Mayfield has already amassed 474 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and just 1 interception, with a QBR of 68.8, good for 6th in the NFL. He trails only Derek Carr of the New Orleans Saints in QBR in the NFC South.